Hi everybody. I'm going to attempt to do a, as quick as I can, a product overview for some new customers or maybe somebody who's trying something new or thinking about trying something new. So I'm going to apologize right away. I'm dirty and disgusting. I put a hat on for your benefit because we've been having we had water issues overnight in our house, so we came home and could not take showers. We've resolved the issue this morning, but I want to get this out to you before I even get into that situation. And my children are home because it is a holiday, and normally I do this when they're not around, so we may have some little pop-in visitors on the program. So anyways, what I'm going to do today really quick is try to answer questions for you all so that it will reduce the influx of questions I will have coming to me. So if you can take time to watch this, that would be beneficial to all of us. And I want you to get the most out of your products, and I will be here to help you troubleshoot things as they come up. So what I'm going to do today is this will be my Triplex video. The Triplex may not be what you are on. You may have an individual product that you're taking that is part of the Triplex system. The Triplex system is 3 products that you buy in one bundle, and it has the Slim in it, so if you're doing that, this will pertain to you. It has the ProBio 5 in it, and it also has, I didn't have a jar because I've given them all away, it has the Bio Cleanse, which is your detoxifying magnesium supplement. The reason that it's in here is because sometimes when I have a potential customer that is a little leery about the investment and wants to know how to really affect them, even though you have your money-back guarantee, you can do this program for a month. You can do it for up to 60 days. You can do it 2 months. And you can call, and you can just call Plex's number. It'll be on the website. You can ask me for it. And just say, this wasn't for me. I would like to claim the 60-day money-back guarantee. They'll put the money back on your card. You can be done, or you can reinvest in a new product with Plexus, or you could even say, just financially right now, I'm not sure if I'm getting as much benefit as I wanted to versus the cost value. You know, it's hard for me. I'm trying to figure it out, so I want to claim the money-back guarantee just because of financial reasons. It's not working for me because of that end, and they'll give you your money back on your card. And you could go back on your site and reorder the same exact thing you just got refunded for and try it out for another month and see if then you're getting the results that you want. So it may take a few months for you to really reap the biggest benefit. So hang in there. You can always get your money back, reinvest, or just get your money back. But sometimes I will take, and if it's someone I know, I will break open my individual bottles and I will make like a little trial kit, and I often sell them to people, but it's people I know. I've given away a few, but it gets expensive. So that's something that you can do in the future, is ask me, Emily, do you have some of your Mega X or the Edge or something that I could kind of sample and make sure it's not going to make me jittery or make me have loose stools or anything like that. Or I give them the bottle so they can take it into their doctor and say, can you read this and see if this is something that will interact with my meds, etc. So that's why this is in here. So I'm going to go through the Triplex combo, and you may have something that's in it, which is even if you're not on the Triplex combo, but you may be interested in understanding the benefits of it, or you have an item that's in it, or something similar. I know I have at least one person who is not doing the ProBio 5, which I would love it if you would do it, but they are vegan, and they have gelatin in the capsules. So they're using our alternative Vital Biome probiotic, and it's a higher strain, higher CFU probiotic, but it uses vegetarian capsules, and that one is a great probiotic. I usually start people with this one first. Take a little more to adjust to that one, and that one does not have digestive enzymes in it like this one does. So anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is just jump right into the product review, starting with the Slim, and then I'll get into the other things. Plexus is a company that they started out in breast care prevention, then they quickly moved into right away working with helping diabetics maintain blood sugar, and they realized the benefits from that were huge for every person, and especially Americans and our terrible diets. So they invested into developing things for type 2 diabetics. And from there, they've realized that you have to have your gut in order for your body to be functioning. So now we're a blood sugar, gut health company. We also do all natural pain relief, things like that. But that's our focus, is your blood sugar and your gut, which will help you change your lifestyle to be eating better, moving better, feeling better, overall general wellness, and your physical body will change as well. So I'm going to start with the blood sugar piece, which is why we have the slim. I would prefer if we change the name to balance, okay? So even if you're not trying to get slim, even if you're trying to actually gain weight because you've been nutritionally depleted, this can help you. So it helps to, it aids to resolve disrupted metabolism. So for whatever reason your metabolism has been disrupted, the ingredients in here are designed to help you get order in that department. And if your blood sugar is balanced, so many other things in your body are going to function well, and you're going to feel better, and you're going to also have reduced cravings, and you're going to make better choices eating. So I'm going to review to you, before I get into the slim, I have some notes here so I won't get off track. What is glucose? So this helps you have a healthy glucose metabolism. So if you don't know what glucose is, it's just sugar that's circulating in your body as energy. So your body needs it. It's how your brain is fed for energy. It's also stored as glycogen. So if you hear those two words, glucose, think sugar in your body, and glycogen is just the stored sugar in your muscles and in your brain so that it has fuel. I see my hair sticking out, I'm sorry. So here's how your body works. If you use up your glycogen stores, like exercising, or just if you have a really busy day, your movement, you will deplete your glycogen stores, okay? But if you're requiring more of your body, then you need more energy. So your body will switch gears, and it will go into trying to burn an alternate fuel. So hopefully you want to start burning your fat. So you've heard if you go for like a long walk and then you do weight training afterwards, you will dig into your fat stores as energy, and that's the goal. Otherwise, your body will start burning what's really fast and ready for it is your protein, which is your muscle mass. And you don't want to burn that at all. And so the slim helps you keep a healthy glucose metabolism going by burning out your glycogen stores and then dipping into the fat as fuel. And what you're consuming, the sugars and carbs that you're consuming, it will convert it. It helps with your insulin control and things like that to make all the messengers in your body work correctly to burn the right kind of fuel. Because if your body takes in too much sugar, you have too much glucose coming in, which typically we do because we overeat and we eat the wrong kind of things. We eat a lot of carbs. So your body, well, you'll eat it and you'll take it in and it'll get all digested inside you, and then your body will say, okay, we need to either use it now, but they're not really moving, so we're going to store it. So they store it as glycogen, and those reserves, it's like a facility. Like, think like when Walmart, I'm sorry I'm using Walmart if you don't like Walmart, but Walmart needs to be restocked on their shelves. So the truck comes in and it backs in and it says, okay, unload. Well, Walmart says, we've got enough. It's full. Our shelves are full. We don't want any more. Take your truck and go to a new store. So the truck pulls away half full because it said it's full. So this is like your sugar and carbs is coming along and it's ready to be dumped in and stored. But the store says, oh, we only like this much. We don't want to have overstock. So the overstock pulls away and says, I got to go somewhere. I got to get rid of this cargo. And it stores it as fat. So it stores it as fat in your body. And that's a big problem for a lot of people, is when we can't burn the fat is because we're eating too much and our body is not receiving the glycogen stores and it's storing it as fat. And so now you're not burning all that glycogen off, and it's getting stored as fat, and you have a problem. Another problem with fat is your body loves to take toxins that come into your body, whether it's environmentally, through medications, all kinds of reasons, in your food, preservatives, and it doesn't know what to do with them because it doesn't want to get it into the vital parts of your body, so it hides it in your fat storage, so it's tucked away. So you're holding on to fat and toxins in your body, and you want to get rid of it. So what we want to do is help your body use and metabolize correctly the sugar and the fat and maintain muscle and protein, because that's the strongest thing in your body is the muscle. Muscle also burns a lot more calories just sitting on your body doing nothing than fat. Fat burns like nothing just sitting there if you sat all day. But if you have a lot of muscle, your metabolism is actually elevated thanks to the muscle mass. So, and the muscle doesn't store the toxins, but the fat does. So this is going to help you get rid of the toxins and the fat storage, and it's going to provide you with stable energy. So when you feel better, you make better choices, whether it means getting out exercising or just going for a walk or moving those storage bins to the top of the stairs. When you keep going, oh, I'll do it later, you're like, I'll do it now. You will find yourself having more energy. So Plexus is going to help you start to metabolize correctly. It's going to right your system that's been disrupted. Okay, so you want to expect some changes. So I want you to start paying attention and looking for the changes in your body. The only way it's going to work for you is if you do it consistently, and you have to pay attention to the other things happening in your life, and now you have control and power over that you may not have felt you had control and power over before. One is your eating. Okay, so Slim drink. There's 3. This one is now gone. This was the original. It doesn't exist anymore. And then when they got rid of the original, they made one that is called the Plexus XOS, and they added a lot of microbiome activating stuff because they got really excited about that and put it in here. But I've asked you all to order the Slim Hunger Control. So this is the one that's still present, is XOS. That's the patented blend that we have that has prebiotics in it to feed your gut. But I'm asking you to do the hunger control, even if you think that's not your problem. It's a little simpler. This has a lot more happening. This is the XOS version. The hunger control is simpler. This one you can graduate up to, but it kind of makes things a little crumbly for a while as it rebalances inside your gut microbiome. This is a little more simple and straightforward, so start with the hunger control. You're going to reach in your packet, and you're going to take out one of your Slim sticks, and you're going to take this about a half an hour before you eat. You can decide whether or not you want to have it first thing in the morning before breakfast or later in the day, like before lunch. Take it 30 minutes before food. It has stuff to do with pH balance, and when your stomach is empty, it's going to actually, some of the ingredients are going to fill it, so you will not eat as much if you're trying to lose weight especially. Also, it ferments in your stomach, one of the ingredients, so you get a prebiotic effect, and so you want it to have space to do that and work its full benefit. So that's why you want to take it a half an hour before food. Why would you want to take it a half an hour before breakfast or lunch? Is because sometimes you're like, you need energy for the day with your kids, and you're not even going to get to eat maybe the right thing first thing in the morning, and it's just going to make you feel more in control and have sustainable energy. Some people work different shifts. Some people find that the evening is their toughest push of the day, and where food is out of control, so they'll have it at lunchtime or like mid-afternoon. I wouldn't take it later into the evening. I would take it before lunch. It does have a slight 2% caffeine, but it's chlorogenic acid. It's from green coffee bean. It's not your normal caffeine, but it might keep you awake if you take it later in the day. The benefit if you take it earlier in the day and you've had a full day of balanced blood sugar and you've eaten really well all day, when you go to bed at night, you're going to sleep better. So I would take it earlier in the day is better, half an hour before you eat. It does help you to sleep better at night if your blood sugar has been balanced all day. Now you have to help that along with eating well during the day. You got to ditch the diet sodas, ditch the sugary drinks. You can have coffee, that's fine. I limit it to 1 or 2 cups a day, but don't add sugar, so you can go without or start reducing. And please don't go into any type of synthetic sugar. They're very bad, disrupt your gut and your microbiome, and they actually cause you cravings, which you think you're giving yourself something sweet, like as a treat. It's actually going to make you have cravings more. It's going to change the way your body works due to the way it affects your insulin levels. So do not use any form of alternate sugars. You can use stevia in like a pure form if you want. Or just have the sugar in moderation, like something like honey or maple syrup, something natural, or sugar in the raw. Just go in moderation and start to reduce how much sugar you consume and lower your carb intake. You'll now have a little more control and power because your cravings will be less to to eat less gluten if you're trying to go on a gluten-free diet, to eat less sugar if you're trying to go on a candida-free diet. It helps you have control. And let me talk about how this works. You're going to just put it in, pretend this is an empty glass, of something that you can shake, and shake it up. You can choose how much water you want to use. If you don't like the flavor, doesn't matter. Put it in less water, get it in you, and then drink plain water afterwards. Or put in a lot of water. But drink it over like 10 to 15 minutes. It doesn't stay effective all day because of the way the fiber works in it. But get it in you and try to wait a half an hour before you eat. If you're somebody that maybe it upsets your stomach when you take any sort of supplement or vitamin on an empty stomach, you might need to have a little bit of a food with it. That's fine. Eventually you'll adapt to it. So you shake it up really hard or else you get little clumpies. Stirring it's a little harder. I shake it. Put it in a water bottle, mason jar, something that you can really shake it, or you don't have to use a blender at all. It will dissolve. One of the things they loved about the Slim that came out in the middle, the XOS Slim, is that it did dissolve instantly. But I will take the Hunger Control Slim and its chunkiness over that any day to start out. So here's what you're going to expect to find in the Slim, and why. I just need you guys to know like why it's important. Oh, this is my Hunger Control Slim. Sorry. So if you want to look at the back of your Slim, you're going to see the ingredients and wonder what on earth you're taking and is it safe. So I do want to tell you, we have the disclaimer, we cannot claim that we can prevent, cure, or treat any known disease. And that you will notice that the FDA has not evaluated this, but the FDA, by the way, does not evaluate any supplement or vitamins, only food or drugs, and these are not food or drugs. So your vitamin C you take, your echinacea you take, your magnesium supplement that you take, even the vitamin that your obstetrician said to take during pregnancy, it's not approved by the FDA. It's not a drug, it's supplements. So don't have concern about that. Look up the ingredients and research it on your own, but I'll tell you a little bit about some of the ingredients in Slim. So if you look at the back of your package, you'll find it has chromium. It's a trace mineral. Supports healthy glucose metabolism, assists the body in using that stored glycogen and the sugar and fats that you're consuming. It fights insulin resistance, and it protects your body from burning muscle. We talked about that earlier, why having muscle is important. We want more muscle, less fat. We want to help our body burn the fat, get rid of toxins and sludge, and we want to maintain muscle mass, keep our metabolism up. Polydextrose is in the Slim. It's a fiber. It's made from naturally occurring compounds that are randomly bound together. It's used to replace sugar and fat and calories in some food products, which you will see, and it helps increase fiber. What it does, it absorbs water. It helps you feel full because it expands and it fills you up in your lower part of your digestion. And here's how it works. It actually resists digestion in your upper GI. Okay, so it gets down low, and it has time in this process. It's slow moving, so you have slower digestion, and it partially ferments, which you may think one of two things. Either, yay, fermented foods are good for you. They are. It'll develop a prebiotic effect, therefore feeding the beneficial bacteria that's in your gut. Okay, so you want it to move slow so that process happens. But you might be thinking the other thing is, when things ferment, you get gas. I do not want gas. This omits just a teeny tiny bit of gas versus other foods that go through. That's why it's so great, the polydextrose. It slightly ferments when it gets in the colon, but very little gas is produced. So it is highly tolerable in everyone's digestive tract. Now, if you are somebody who has not had a lot of fiber in your life, and maybe you have an irritated intestinal tract, you have IBS, something like that, a lot of constipation, this may seem to bother you at first because of the fiber filling effect on top of maybe your already situation existing. Start taking a half a pack if you're one of those people. Just cut the Slim stick, in half and take half of it at a time over a few days, and you'll build up to it and you should be fine. If you still have trouble, the BioCleanse is your next product you have to take if you aren't already purchasing that as part of your program. So the results that you're going to get from the polydextrose being in your Slim is better distribution of your glucose, favorable glucose response. You'll have less highs and lows, is what that means, as far as energy and dips in your glucose and what it demands of you, what your body's demanding. Like, give me more cravings, sugar, carbs. It'll be more steady. And you'll get that prebiotic effect and help your beneficial bacteria to grow and repopulate, which is a good thing. And if you haven't already researched this on your own, Google gut as the second brain and why it's so important to have your gut in order for functioning of your whole body, and how many things are affected by an ill-functioning gut and how many things are benefited by a balanced, strong functioning gut. You'd be amazed at how it works. Slim also has chlorogenic acid in it, which is a compound derived from green coffee beans, not roasted. Things change once you roast them. It's known to help improve glucose metabolism, which is what we're trying to do, and it is known to reduce blood pressure. It has less than 2% of caffeine, think like decaf coffee or like a caffeinated tea. Non-jittery effects, unless you're somebody who's super hypersensitive to coffee and tea. That might affect you, but it's more rare. And you can just combat that if you're one of those people by just don't drink coffee and tea with it. But normally people are fine. Something else that's important that is in here is the alpha lipoic acid, which is something that I was on some of these products before, trying to resolve my own health issues with two of my naturopathic doctors. And alpha lipoic acid is amazing, and it's in here. I actually take additional alpha lipoic acid sometimes because I have some issues thanks to hypothyroidism. But so there's all safe amounts that are in these. It's an amino acid. It fights free radicals it's a scavenger. So it goes into your body. Oh, it's a naturally occurring amino acid, building blocks of your body, okay? So when our muscles deplete, we have less of it. And you have to get it from food, or your body doesn't make it on its own. Okay, so your body will use it or it will go in and go through your body as a scavenger and finding free radicals and dead cells and warped things. So some people take it as a cancer preventative as well, and it will get rid of them. It chews them up, spits them out. So one of those things that's so beneficial if you're trying to lose weight or detox is it will get into your fat storage and it will churn up the fat storage to get rid of the free radicals and toxins stored in there and help you shed it. If you struggle with skin issues, even acne, like I'm thinking eczema, acne, rashes, it helps with that because those are caused by some damages and a lot of toxicity in your body, and it will help to clear up a lot of things in your body. My naturopathic doctor just had Ezra go on it when he had gotten into poison parsnip because it will help in the healing process of the skin because it's going in because it was a toxin that was in him that's like the venomous toxin and helped clear it up super fast. So this will also, as it's scavenging and getting rid of things, it's also going to help your body regenerate your cells so you function and feel better. And along with that, when it's doing that, if you are ingesting high vitamins, whether it's vitamins you're taking that are real vitamins, not synthetic, but or you're eating healthy foods that contain the vitamins in it, it regenerates those vitamins so you get more benefit. So it kind of like revitalizes rather those vitamins so you get a better benefit from your vitamins. Helps with absorption. Also helps with cholesterol levels and regulating that. But this is a big one. It helps with energy production because as it's going in and helping at a cellular level, okay, this is the alpha lipoic acid. It's huge in energy production because it goes in and it improves mitochondrial production and function. So the mitochondria, if you have to go back to 8th grade science in your mind, or look it up online, Google, that is the energy of your body, is those in those little cells, and you get under the microscope and you find the mitochondria, that's where energy comes from. And alpha lipoic acid increases their function. So you get more energy from alpha lipoic acid. Gives you clarity of mind as well. It slows aging because your body's regenerating better. Protects your liver, so if you have taken a lot of stuff, medicines, and even supplements over time, your liver can be affected, your kidneys. It helps those things heal and rejuvenate better. So it kind of makes you feel younger and reduces toxicity in your body. Other things you'll see in here are in just the other ingredients. We have beet is the color. That's why it's pink. There's no artificial color. Beet has benefit too. You can look that up. There's not a lot of it. Garcinia cambogia is an appetite suppressant that's really popular. I could probably do without it, but people are a big believer in that it does help you suppress your appetite, and they've used it for years, and tribal people and whatnot, going on long hunting trips, etc. Also mulberry fruit, stevia for natural sweeteners, and that's your slim. Pay attention to how you feel in the slim. Now you have some toxic breakdown in there. Please drink a ton of water and flush the toxins out, okay? Please drink a ton of water because you have polydextrose going in you, which is a fiber that wants to fill up with water, so it'll keep you full. Please drink a ton of water. How much water do you drink? Please drink half your body weight in ounces, at least. So if you weigh 100 pounds, who weighs 100 pounds? If you weigh 100 pounds, drink 50 ounces of water, just to break it down to keep it simple. If you have trouble drinking water, get a band or something, a fun water bottle that's going to make you want to drink. Sometimes I give people my Plexus band so that they see it. It's bright pink on their hand. They're like, I got to drink. I'm not drinking enough water. Or it also helps them as an anchor to like, oh, look, a buffet of snacks at lunchtime at work. Oh, I'm not hungry. So I'm not going to put this sugar in my body, which is going to have an adverse effect and cause inflammation in my body. And I don't need it. I'm fine. I'm under control. I remembered. I'm going to drink more water. So do something like that might help you. So that's a big thing on the slim. So I'm actually going to stop here, and I'm going to make a second video for the other pieces of the slim so that people can jump in without watching all of that on how to weed, seed, and protect your gut with the other products that are in the triplex. So I'm going to make this a two-part because I'm seeing the time frame here and I feel like it's a lot. So I will be back with Probio 5 and Bio Cleanse. But I will say real quick, Bio Cleanse, you take it throughout the day and regulate it yourself however much you feel you need, and I'll explain that in the next video. It cleanses your body daily, toxic release. Not like a 3-day cleanse, 24-hour cleanse. Daily, keeping your body moving, and you'll adjust it for how you need it, and you'll understand why. Probio 5, probiotic, we want to feed our gut good, beneficial stuff. We need to weed it out, Bio Cleanse. We need to put stuff back in, and then we need to feed it with the right stuff. Plant and seed in our gut. And then I'll talk about vitamins and things like that after. So I'll be back.